Hi and welcome. My name is Nick Gallia, CEO of 3CX. 3CX develops a software-based PBX for Windows, 3CX phone system. In this presentation I will be explaining why you should move away from a proprietary PBX such as Panasonic or Avaya and switch to a pure software-based PBX. You don't need a time machine in a traditional PBX vendor world. The phone system of 1970 is the phone system of today. They look and almost do the same. Very different from what we have seen happening in the IT business over the last 40 years, where we have seen lots of innovation and continuous reduction in cost. Clearly the PBX business has a lot to catch up on. We need to see more innovation, and it is software that can make that happen. And by a software PBX, I mean software running on a mainstream operating system that can be easily managed by the average administrator. So not yet another appliance running some custom, homemade version of Linux. We already have an unmanageable black box in the form of a proprietary PBX. Let's not have another one. We want to get away from these black boxes, move it onto Windows, and take control. So let's look at the top 10 advantages of a Windows PBX. With a software-based system, it is much easier to manage your extensions and phone lines. It's Windows-based, so it has an easy-to-use, intuitive GUI interface, unlike that of a traditional PBX or a Linux appliance. Add extensions with a few mouse clicks or set up new phone numbers and call routes easily. No need to call up the phone system people and pay exorbitant rates. Of course, a great advantage of a software-based VoIP system is that it is much cheaper compared to a traditional phone system. For example, compare the cost of an Avaya and 3CX with similar feature sets. 3CX is a quarter of the price of an Avaya. And this is just the initial purchase cost. As you expand your business, you will find that expansion modules and maintenance are much more expensive on a traditional PBX. You will outgrow your PBX at some point and require a totally new system. With a software-based PBX, you get more features. For example, CRM integration, inbuilt fax server, possibility to connect remote offices via the internet and more. So with 3CX you spend less to buy, less to expand it, and you get more features. A software-based system is easier to administer and control because it's just another Windows Server application. There is no black box to learn how to update or troubleshoot, and no need to get into the hassle of Linux updates. Use the already familiar controls for services, logging, etc. to check that your system is up and running. Use your existing network monitoring solution to check on your PBX. Use an existing server to run your software-based PBX. 3CX phone system does not require a dedicated server and is able to run on Microsoft Small Business Server, for example. This saves you hardware costs, energy consumption, and above all, administration. You can also virtualize 3CX using Hyper-V. The lack of progress in the PBX industry has been largely caused by the fact that the traditional PBXs run proprietary and limited operating systems, with only archaic development tools. Running on Windows, we can leverage modern development technologies such as .NET, as well as reuse functions and technologies already in Windows. As a result, we can develop productivity features quickly and reliably and allow the customer to install them in a matter of minutes. A software-based PBX is standards-based and vendor-independent. You choose what server hardware, VoIP and VoIP services you want to use. You can even use Skype to make and receive calls. You will not get locked into a particular brand of phone or server hardware.
Software-based also means you can easily back up your PBX and restore it on another machine in the event of a hardware failure. If you run a virtualized PBX, you can even save a copy of your whole PBX to DVD. Compare this to an appliance. It will take you days to get your PBX up and running again. A software-based PBX can scale to almost unlimited capacity. Why? Because it can leverage modern server hardware. Not so with appliances. They are limited by the number of ports they have, their processing power, and memory. Your appliance will run out of steam as soon as you start adding more lines, phones, and making use of more processor-intensive functions such as conferencing. Another major advantage of a Windows-based PBX is that we can now integrate it with our Windows business applications. It's no longer a black box sitting in a corner refusing to talk to the rest of your network. For example, you can integrate out of the box with Microsoft Outlook, Exchange 2007 or Salesforce.com. 3CX also has several APIs to allow integration with custom applications. Now it's on the Windows network and we can talk to it. We can also go a step further and build voice applications to automate everyday business processes. For example, we're working on a visual call flow editor for 3CX to allow you to easily build voice applications with a few mouse clicks. You will be able to automate business processes and increase productivity for your customers. Finally, with the help of a software-based PBX, we will be able to see innovation in the telephony area too. Concluding, a software-based PBX offers easy installation, easy management, improved productivity, and it costs less to buy and expand. Read our white paper or download 3CX phone system and see these advantages firsthand.